Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here, Park Avenue Forex. Had a couple of emails actually that were wondering what I meant by the square root of price and the time, because I said a market should move within 60 to 100 pips within the square root of price. And I also said that generally square root of price is used on whatever chart you're using. If you're using a daily, when you take the square root of price, you're going to get a certain amount of days forward. When you're using an hourly, you're going to get a certain amount of hours forward. When you're using a 4-hour chart, you're going to get a certain amount of 4-hour bars moving forward. So the whole idea behind the square root of price is that you want to see speed. You want to see that the point that you're picking for a low, a reactionary low, has a lot of speed and it's moving quickly towards a target area. Generally, when you're not in a fast-moving market, you haven't caught the supply and demand off footing, really. Basically, you're probably still in like, a quagmire. The market hasn't, is not reacting up. And you really want to be involved in a market that's moving quickly in your direction. So that's what I mean by that. I'm going to go over this in 1 second. Okay, step by step. I'm going to pick Euro Yen. This is a 4-hour chart. I'm going to use a basic indicator that has been developed. It's called Tomolangi indicator, which is fine. I kind of like it. Gives me my name recognition for once. Even if it's on my own chart, doesn't matter. But actually, this is going to be the Setti Ponti indicator that we're going to be using in the trading room, and we're going to be able to figure out levels where we should get long and have our stop placed and look for target levels. And I'm going to go over that in a second. But Tower Price is basically going to divulge to you where you should be looking for the market exhaustion points. Okay, it's going to be in the book. It's going to be talking about certain things that have to occur in order for you to start looking for a low point to trade off of. So in other words, I'm going to tell you later when we're going to be going over more of the guidelines of the trading room, what that we're going to be following, that and certain students that I'm going to be teaching certain systems to, that we're going to adhere to these systems. And I'm going to say in a later slide, when I go over that we're going to need to be invited to make a trade. We're going to need to be invited by the marketplace to get a ticket to the dance. Let's just hope that it's not an ugly chick. Let's just, it's going to be a blind date. Let's hope it's not an ugly one. But hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? So I'm going to pick this price point right here, which happens to be 122.51. All right, I'm gonna take my word for it, because when this indicator thing is up, it doesn't allow me for whatever reason to look at prices, but I can do this. I can take this little guy. Can't even do that. Wow, I gotta have to have them fix that. This is 122.51. When I take 122.51 and I get the square root, it becomes 11.06842. So I'm going to move, now this is 4-hour, this is a 4-hour chart. So I'm going to move 11 bars and forward from that price point. And actually, I'm going to close this down just so I could show you. So it's 122.51, 2. And I'm going to move 11 bars forward. The square root of price is 11.06, so it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, right here, 11. Let me change this color here. Let's go to a vertical line of red. Okay, there's square root of price point, or time value 1. Now I'm going to move 11 bars forward from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is this little guy right here. So let's just put a red line there. Okay, I got to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right there is the next 11 bars. Each one of these blue bars is a day. Okay, so I'm going to pick this low to work off of, where I'm going to use Setti Ponti to basically determine 2 things for me. The first thing is going to be, the first red line that you're going to see appear on here is going to be a thrust level. The second line you're going to see appear is going to be another thrust level. So you got thrust level 1, thrust level 2. Usually once thrust level 2 is broken, you basically confirm that this low is in place for the time being, and we should be moving up to a target. So let me get the indicator ready, and let me throw it up there for you. Okay, so the indicator's up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enter value that we found for the low, 122.51, 151, that's fine. Okay, and we're going to basically put that on the chart. These from this point, this is saying thrust level 1 has been broken, okay? We need thrust level 2 to actually show that this bottom is in place, okay? Now, we want to see some action by the first red line. Now, we do have thrust level 1 pierced. However, we're getting more consolidation showing that this marketplace is not really ready yet. So this is not, even though, say, for instance, we bought this price, or if we were smarter, we played the game where this price was broken and we would look for, you know, a retracement down, looking into a buy envelope like I explained in Tower of Price, and then getting long inside that buy envelope with an ultimate stop. Usually we're going to be using, you know, say a 50 pip stop from this low. So 122, the figure would be the point to stop out. Ultimately, I don't even like using that. I like getting out if the thing breaks like 10 pips below it, or, you know, I just don't think that I should be wasting energy, mental energy in it, but really it's designed for like a 50 pip stop. And in the trading room, I will override that at times. It's going to be more of a, I won't say subjective thing. Okay. It's going to be basically, I have other rules that I follow in trading that tells me, look, if the marketplace is not doing what it should be doing, just get out, because we could always get right back in. So let's say, for instance, we use basically a stop here at 150, 122, say 48, really close stop, okay? Weak stop, actually. Market comes back up and we get long inside this buy envelope, which is this level right here. And let's say we get long, and let's be fair, okay? Let's say we got long at 122.80. Okay, something like that, 122.80. Well, we're going to lose 30 pips. However, if we notice, now this is time level 1, not it, just thrust level 1 was broken within this time level, 2 wasn't broken. But the whole point of this video is to show you that really what we want is, like, when we have this low right here, 122.38, we're going to recalculate our thrust levels because it is lower than this, and the indicator is going to do that for us. So hang on one second, let's do that. Okay, so what I did was I took this 122.38, okay, and I basically redid the Setti Ponti system using the indicator that was that we have, and it's basically saying thrust level 1 is 122.93, thrust level 2 is 123.48, a first target is 124.60. Okay, this marketplace broke 122.93. It broke 122.48. And look, I moved the timeline 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bars. It's basically the same amount of bars. Okay, I put it here, and you notice both thrust levels were broken within that time period. You know, before the 11 bars were lapsed, and we actually came up, and now actually we're starting to move lower. So this is basically showing you that, okay, the thrust level is broken, thrust level is broken. Really, what we should have been happening here is breaking up through this level, showing more strength. This market's still showing weakness. So even if we got long, say, right at same price again, like 122.80 or something, all right, marketplace would have basically put us in the money, okay, to 124.25. Now you have to start thinking, okay, if this, you know, if this low breaks, I'm getting out, you know, you're still going to make like 50, 60 pips on the trade, and then we move on looking for another one. But that's the idea of the time. Okay, now if I was using a daily chart on this, all right, let's go to a daily. Okay, really what I'd want to start happening, I would have to have bars. I'd want to see the same thing happen, the thrust levels be broken. However, I'd want to see within the 11 days, I need to see targets being hit, or else, you know, it's showing again that the speed of the marketplace just isn't there for me. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to find powerful moves. That's the idea. Thrust level 1, thrust level 2. Now you could use it on a daily. You break thrust level, go to thrust level broken. Okay, you're looking for a target right here. It happened so far. It's happening way before 11 days. That's fine, but it's also showing that if the marketplace turns back down and this low gets taken out, then all bets are off. Obviously, the up move is not continuing, and really, as I said many times, I think euro yen is going to collapse. But that's just, you know, my opinion on things. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen. But the Setti Ponti indicator that we're going to be coming up with is going to give a good indication of what's happening in the marketplace. All right, so I'm going to continue with the slideshow about the trading room, but I just wanted to put that out there for you guys to check out. And I'll put this video out first, and then I'll continue with the slide.